Hello, everyone. I am Grand Madam, and you have stumbled upon the Grand Collective. Welcome. If you're new here, thanks for dropping by. If you're our regulars, hey, y'all, come on in. I know I'm a little early today, and for that reason, I have a little more time. Well, you know what I want to talk about. How about that State of the Union address last night? Yeah, how about it? Basically, it sounded like it was a cross between a rally and make believe. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Nathan. How are you? How are you? So, after watching that, I only watched an hour. Then I just had to turn the channel last night because I could read right through there. And I didn't want that on my consciousness as I went to sleep. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you very much for the hearts. It got to a point where I said, now, see, if I had some whiskey, for every lie he told, I would have just gone. But then I would no good. I would have probably been out in the first 10 minutes. And it was like I have never seen such subterfuge, and that's what it was, folks. Subterfuge. Um, Words were chosen to give you or the watcher and listener an idea about one thing when something else completely different was happening. And now I turned on. It wasn't even mainstream media. There's the right is saying the Dems were being merciless and very unkind to the young fellow who was 13 years old who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. They detected brain cancer. Then you could look at his head and see he's had surgery. Okay, the scars are still there. At 6, he was 6 years old and he wasn't given much time to live, less than a year. And now he's 13, and they made him an honorary Secret Service agent, which was all that would have been fine. That would have been great had we not known that 2 weeks ago he cut funding for cancer research. You see what I'm saying? Hello, Veracity's Key 2020. Hello, dear. Um, oh my goodness, I was watching Don Lemon and Brian Tyler Cohen, and finally I just turned on the TV. Like, Don, you're talking too much. I can't hear. And uh, Brian, he's not talking enough. Say something. Never mind. Let me turn on TV. I'll do my own commentary for me, myself, and I, which is what I did. And it almost made me, no, it did make me a little bit nervous because I could see the setup. And the setup is the American people are being set up. It's not just Trump, it's all those people who were elected officials to represent us, too, being set up. They had to take Representative Green out of there. He was hollering about Medicaid and Social Security. They didn't. They said he was disrupting. They talked about getting rid of what is it, the evil DEA or the disgusting DEI programs, and then they flashed pictures of I can't pronounce her name, the little Muslim congresswoman, and I'm like, no, they weren't that blatant, but yes, they were blatant for the entire session. And I'm like, keep on pumping the wrong people up. Keep on pumping them up, and they're gonna get what they're looking for, and it's not gonna go their way. Um, Hello, Luann. Thank you. Um, what is next? That's what I wanted to know. But first, before we go, what is next? Let's do this. Let's just do this. I pulled out my Dark Goddess cards and my Urban Tarot and my Telepathy Oracle cards. I want to see, just to make sure it wasn't me, what was the energy, the dominant energy of the State of the Union address last night, of Donald Trump's State of the Union address. I'm using the Dark Goddess cards for these. What was the energy permeating through the State of the Union, Donald Trump's State of the Union last night? Was it me? Was I seeing things that weren't there? Uh, it's like being in a group of people or with a group of people you know don't like you. So when they start saying nice things, you start heading for the exit, or at least looking for the exit. That's how I felt last night watching that until I said, nah. And not only that, what's making me feel very uncomfortable this afternoon is that the same atmospheric pressure or the feeling outside my door, outside my window this morning was the same. It's more intense than it was the last time we had a storm and it blew out our electricity for 3 days. Well, this is right. What we're feeling, what I'm feeling right about now is even more. And that would be most appropriate for that experience. It would take a windstorm of great proportions to blow that, to blow it clean, to blow it out. You understand what I'm saying? Emotions can motivate the weather. Some people might say cause the weather. And anger is the very one. If enough people are in a collective anger, they can brew up a storm. Usually hurricanes or tornadoes. And right about now, there are storms coming from the Midwest, going through the South, and those same storms are coming up the eastern seaboard into the mid-Atlantic before they go out into the ocean. And that's where I'm sitting. Right there in the way of these storms that should be blowing over that way instead of this way. Okay, let's see. What was the energy that was permeating the State of the Union address last night? One more shuffle. Let me get one more shuffle. Okay. I can't wait to see what they say. Because with these Dark Goddess cards, they'll tell you exactly what the emotion or the energy was. Ooh, oh, look at this, Skatey. Atonement. So the dominant energy was trying to bring the party together, trying to save face. Okay, we have atonement, at one mint. Okay, in this case. Oh, and look at this. Here's that wrath again. Guabanex. Guabanchek. Never mind. She is the goddess of wrath. And I think she's a South American goddess of wrath. But look at that. See this is what's happening now. Look in the background. You see the tornadoes? She's been stirred up. That's interesting because I never saw it like that before. Standing next to atonement. Now, let me think. What's the third card? Deception. I don't know why it's Medea, but it's deception. So I have I'll do it this way. Deception and wrath energies. And then we have atonement. Now, is this atonement for the deception and wrath that has been created? Let's keep going. Concealment. This is hell. Yes. So there was something hidden even then last night. Yeah, it was a whole lot of things that were concealed. And a whole lot of things were resurrected because he sounded to me like he was resurrecting his old rally cry that he'd been doing. Hello, Wendy French. Hey, TT. Hey, Angie Bell. How are you? And here, Tiamat. Controlling the narrative. Not the new narrative, the same old narrative. We've got America back, he said. America is back. Where did she go in the first place? I don't know. But anyway, she's back. Ah. Oh, each papalato. Purification. Purging. She's Aztec goddess. She's definitely about purification. Oh, Artemisia. This is funny. Artemisia. Integrity is sitting right up on the top of concealment. Integrity, concealment. And look at this. This is creepy. This is really creepy because it's like the deception of purification. Trying to control the narrative, controlling the populace anger, and trying to resurrect unity. Let's bring the people back into the fold because they're very angry, which tells me that Trump and his people know very well that they have angered MAGA and that they do not trust them anymore. And they did it for their defense. I knew this was going to be, and their Hecate and their protection. So that's what that was all about. Okay. What about knowledge? Okay. This is interesting. They provided the appearance of knowledge, but it was fake. All right. So that's interesting. That was an interesting look at things. Interesting energies swirling around. Now I want to look at what's next. Put these here. What is next for the no, don't put those there. What's next for the United States after hearing all of this? After going through all of that? After knowing there were fabrications? What's next for the United States of America? What is next? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you heard that they've denied African visitors their visa waivers? I think it's the F1B. They can't stay past, I'm not sure if it's 90 days or 6 months. What is next for the United States of America? What is next? What can we look forward to after yesterday's State of the Union? To basically CYA with MAGA. That's what that was for. What's next? Is it possible? Can I manage to do this? These cards are huge. Oh, okay. One more. What's next for the United States of America? All right. Oh, this is not good. 10 of Wands. It's going to be difficult, folks. This is the card of oppression. So a lot of oppressive energy, this authoritarianism. Look at this. If this isn't Elon Musk, look at this. This is the Knight of Swords. And this deck, this is the Urban deck. Game Master. You see how, look at the game. Look at the board. The knight comes over, and what does he do? He knocks a bishop down. Oh, was that a king? Can't see. Too much light. Knocks the king down. Holy moly. Who's that, the bishop? That's terrible. I've forgotten. Okay. The Game Master. Even looks like Elon Musk. Well, this is what the people supposedly wanted, and look at this moon. Look at the moon shadow. All kinds of behind the back alley stuff is getting ready to go on. Back, what do you call it? Back alley dealings? Jesus, Lord have mercy. Maybe I picked up the wrong deck. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for us, folks. But look, 10-10. It's also going to bring things to, you know what? I have 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. For some, it is going to be a reality check they never thought would be possible. Okay. This is the 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands, sorry. This is the oppression. This is the ruin. All right. That does not mean it's going to be you. We're going to have to be just sit back, watch it, and do not get emotionally involved. Hi, Daisy. Not emotionally involved at all, because this is what you call karma, not ours. This is going to be the karma for those folks who wanted what Trump was selling. This is like instant karma because they're getting exactly what they wanted from other people. My grandmother used to say, when you dig a grave for one, dig one for yourself too and jump in it, because what you're doing to this person is going to be done to you. Flat out. That's what this is. That's what this is. Okay. And another 10. 10s are also the ending of, well, 9 is the ending. 10 is 1 and the 0. This is the ending and the beginning. Satiety, happiness. Pull it together. Yeah, they're going to try to ruin the LGBT any which way they can. So, yo, guys and gals, you watch yourselves. Non-binaries out there, non-binaries, you watch yourselves out there. This is unfreaking real. It is unreal that I would live to see the United States of America. Well, then again, I was born in the 50s, so it wasn't that different then. Truly, it was not. Okay. Now, this is interesting. This is the Eight of Pentacles, but it talks about prudence. See the word prudence. After we've gone through and witnessed these 10 of Wands and the ruin of the 10 of Swords, and you know what? I just looked at that 10 of Swords. That could be those drugs and that fentanyl business again, too. After we have witnessed it for ourselves, not seen it on the news, not heard about it, somebody's kid through church, but actually right in our face, we are going to develop a certain attitude of prudence. What is real in our world? What is our priority? And that's what we're going to live by. Okay? This is as a group, not just a collective, but the American United States collective. Okay? Because things are going to be so un-American. We're going to have to evaluate our own values. Look at this. It keeps going. So we're going to have to hit rock bottom, or some folks are going to have to hit strife, conflict, five of wands. Some people are going to literally have to lose it all before they realize they're nothing more than another human being like everybody else. That's just, well, I mean, I have never had a reading off this deck like this in my life. Well, I've only had them about 4 or 5 years. I've never seen this in my life. Seven of Swords, the trickery, the futility of it all. And it is going to be futile. They are seriously trying to rush in this authoritarian, uh, follow me, I'm your leader. No, you don't have to think because we're going to take care of you. Don't you let anybody tell you they're going to take care of you. They're going to take care of you all right. Another thing I'm picking up here, when things get really hard like this for some people, they are going to be so willing to give up their freedoms for a sense or semblance of security. It's not going to be funny, and they're going to lose. They're going to lose out on their own lives. Blockages, redirections. Oh, thank God, a positive card. Yeah. And this is the Ace of Cups. As bad as it can be, doesn't have to be. This is what's in the wind now. Okay, especially with that, I think we might get hit with another little mini tornado. I told you guys about the tornado that ran down the back alley, or blew down the back alley and knocked our lights out for 3 days. I think another one is coming. I'm just hoping these poles can withstand it. I feel it. I feel it. Um, but the Ace of Cups, that semblance, that little bit of love from God, that little bit of seeded intervention will be there. It will be there. It's not going to flip everything over. No, because this has to happen. When you see me diving out of here, okay, session's over. Pew! Oh, I'm going to the hallway. She don't have the door. But everything, right, not right now though. But I am watching. This is not for everybody, but this kind of energy, it is seriously for those who have, this is the people who feel that the whole world owes them something. They're better than other people. No one can tell them what to do. They are very, very selfish, and they want what they want at somebody else's um, loss. They don't care. They don't mind taking from others and watching others suffer. This is the karma that they have created for themselves. What can we say about that? It's not us. This is what, can you check to see if he'll be? And see, that's another thing, Sharon Rose. Hello. What galls me is that the Democratic Party is letting them hang themselves. So most definitely, yeah, they will not. They are. I just don't know what the hell's going on with these people in the white in D.C. right now. They're trying to wipe out the damn Republican Party. I mean, taking over is one thing, in a contest, but wiping out and leaving what? We have to have a minimum of two parties, or is it going to be the Democrats and the green people? This is we're in a transitional period. We're in a time where it's like the way things used to be are gone, but they're slowly but surely, well, they haven't even been replaced by anything yet. So it's still, we're in that transition. We're in limbo. We're in limbo. We don't have any direction yet. And those who are trying to give us a direction is trying to take us out of the American principles of democracy and self-sufficiency. So So what they're trying to do, I do believe they're screwing around with the Social Security and the Medicare. What is that? That universal? What was that universal income thing? That universal income thing that they're hollering, "Oh, that's socialism. This is socialism, and that's communism." They're making us more socialist and communist than we ever even imagined. As they make money off of us, that's what the powers that be are doing. Now, where was I? Oh, the little Ace of Cups. That's not weak. That's strategic. Connie McDaniel got us. Hello, dear. That's strategic. But I don't like that plan at all either. They're not weak. They're strategic. But damn, nobody discussed that with me. How about y'all? Anybody ever say anything to you about that? We're gonna lay low. No, don't lay low. Kick that butt. Don't lay low. But see, we're stuck in the middle. There's going to be some type of intervention. Seeds are being planted as we go. Okay. And that's probably universal basic income. There it is. That's going to be our saving grace. Because when we see those little seeds of opportunity, we're going to snatch them, right? Snatch them, success, snatch them, snatch them. What everything we could do to get away. Look at this. Seeds of opportunity and what else? The wheel of fortune. Okay. So what is that? Change. Drastic change. And look at that. I hadn't noticed that. This artist is so great. I can't remember his name. It's on the box. The Ferris wheel and the lightning rods. You see that? Boosh. So whatever it's going to be the lightning bolts. That's data coming through. Data coming through. Seeds are being planted as we speak. What? To enlighten, to educate us, to show us what is real and what is not. And in the meantime, yeah, there's going to be a standoff. This is the Two of Swords. There will be a standoff. I'll put it down there. The Eon. And then it's going to be over. This is the wall. I don't know if every city has one, but New York has one. Arlington has one. The wall of those who passed on in the war. This deck, the Eon is the world, the end of a cycle, and after that, the peace. Okay, the end of the cycle and the peace. You see the girl just walking by, more than likely visiting the name she knows, and in the background you have the city. Is the water calm? The water is calm in the back. So we have to go through this a little bit longer, folks. But stay grounded so it doesn't shake you up. Yeah, we just saw 8 of Cups. The indolence. Well, nothing wrong with having a drink or two, but don't get bent out of shape over it. This is you just stay grounded so you can be awake and aware of the little seeds being planted by the Ace of Cups. Okay. I do believe divine providence is all in this because some of us just have to go through it because of the negative energy we hold, because of the inattention we have been paying to each other. What else? Because of the behavior that we display when we think no one's watching. We earned this shit. Okay. Now we just have to get away from, we have to clean up our act to undo it. And look, recovery. The star. Look where she is. Beautiful white dress. She looks like a dancer from a play. And she's in a back alley, a New York City back alley. You see the Sprite that goes out a bottle of water, pouring in the gutter. See that? Toe in the gutter. One foot on the sidewalk, other foot in the gutter. And I do believe that is a Sprite. Let me look. Could be just a bottle of water. Might be Deer Park. Just pouring, trying to, what? Water's a purifier, water cleans. So right about now, folks, we got to get that other toe off the grate and onto the sidewalk. That's where we are. That's where we are. Outcome. Are you ready for our outcome? Once we get through this, once we learn to appreciate one another, are you ready to see this? Let out the Nine of Cups. This is their idea of cornucopia, which is the barbecue. And what happens at the barbecue? People come together. We have good food, we have good drinks, we have good companionship, we have good times, we have family, we have community, and there's even the dogs are there. We have community. So we're gonna have some rough roads ahead, but we'll be all right. We will be all right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, if you thought, no, I'm not even going to, what is it? I've been here 35. No, we don't need any more. I am not looking at the bottom of the deck after seeing this. What I will look at, though, is what is the message for us? Telepathy Oracle cards. Okay. Spirit Guides, Tarot Team, the Egregore of the Grand Collective. What is your message for us? What are your messages for us? Thank you. Thank you, Churs. C. Kurz. Thank you, 48. Thank you. Ariana, hello. Yes, yes. Hey, Barbara Bias. Yes, yes. I'm not going to be on here long, folks, because I have a midday birthday party. You know how us older folks, we go out in the day. So we're home at night. And that's because we go to bed early so we can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and get our day started. Okay. Hit the gym at 5 o'clock. Get up and get out before the youngins come out and get all in the way. Because we don't move fast enough for them. And they move too fast for us. Hello, Annie V. Okay, what are the messages from our guides? Okay. And, oh, wow. Look, y'all. Soul. Your soul is preparing to reestablish trust in the process. That's what we're going through now. That's what we're going through. I'm running out of room here. Illusion. Uh-huh. This is what the this is all that State of the Union address was last night. Avoid the trap of mistaking fantasy for real soul connection. That was downright personal, wasn't it? Okay. And this is going to be the last one. Allure. Let's consider our circumstances right about now very, very carefully. Okay. And I said, we're going to look for the positive in all of this craziness that bottom of the deck. Love can conquer anything, everything. That's our Ace of Cups. Hi. Now, while I'm cleaning up this mess I made on my table, do you have any questions about anything? Hi, Yazzie. What's wrong with that? You were blessed to have your great grandparents. I lost mine when I was 4. Thank you, Cookie Bee. I appreciate that. Hi, Cassandra McLean. Anyone else? Anybody seen my buddy Kamoyo? My moderator? Renee's here. Renee D is here. Yeah, we are protected. Veracity, we just lost another. We mean lost. Oh, how old was he, Veracity? Mm. Hello, Vanessa Torres. I don't predict at all. There's no future. There's only the president of the president. There's only the present and the past. Um, let's put it this way: no tax on tips, on overtime. Yeah, right. Uh, let me see. No, I know. They pull out the pendulum. I'll ask the pendulum. That to me sounds like such a lie, especially coming from a businessman. Yeah, because the government funding comes through tax and tips. So he sounds like he's telling a big one. But let me see. Oh, okay. He's my age. Was he sick? Oh, well, he's out of it. He's out of this game. He's into something else now. You don't. You just do. Your life doesn't stop because you close your eyes and you drop this meat suit. You go on to do something else. Yeah, work harder there than you ever did here, because there you don't have a body to sleep. But anyway, um, about the taxes. Will Trump effectively knock out the tax on tips or stop the taxation of tips and overtime? Will Donald Trump effectively stop the taxation on tips and overtime? Will Donald Trump stop the yeah. No, dear, he will not. And that's just something to get him. That's the spiel that he used to get in the office. See, this is what the whole thing last night was. It was just another rally. Sometimes, folks, you have to be aware of people say things, but can they actually do things? Anybody can say things. Words are free. You have to know how things work. What is the process? What is taxation in the first place? What is its function? We didn't have taxes until what is it? 1913. So it's relatively new historically. So before you can even hear somebody talk about lowering taxes, go back and see how the IRS was set up and why. And then you ask yourself, does it make sense to lower taxes or raise them or leave them as they are? And you'll find the answer yourself. Yeah. For I'll put my pendulum away. That pendulum, I always leave it. It's so small. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing, yes. But it's already afternoon here. Hey, Red Roses, where have you been, my dear? Mm-hmm. He was at the last thing and spoke on cuts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Spoke on cuts to Medicaid. Thank you, darling. Buy you buying me lunch. If you want to, let me do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to make a donation, let me give you my Cash App. I'll get it, but I have to wait for it if you pay this way. So let me. What is my thing? Okay. Yeah, if you want to send me a donation, thank you. I really appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Um. Oh, bless you, guys. Emma Crawford, hello. No, no, no. And Emma. We have to just, ground, batten down the hatches, wrap ourselves in blankets if we have to. Yeah, I have a Venmo. I have not used it. I don't even know what to tell you, Kelly. Kelly, I don't know how to. Kelly 85. Um, mm, I just got the card. I haven't even activated it yet. Yeah. Okay. Um, grounding. Before you guys came, I left the singing bowl downstairs and I just pulled out my. Be mindful of the sounds around you. Keep your sounds light. Just make sure, see if you can't keep the tones around you. Hello, LTJ for Eva. How are you? And that will help you ground yourself, keep your spirits high. If you can, do yoga. If you can't do any of it, just breathe. And what we do here is we inhale to the count of 5 through the nose, hold it to the count of 5, and blow it out to the count of 5. We do that 3 to 5 times, and that'll calm you down. They have triggered, they are triggering our anxiety just for the hell of it. Because once we're triggered, we can be manipulated even more. Yeah, did you see Elon Musk in a suit last night? I almost fell off the bed laughing. Okay. Will the military take out the naked emperor? They're not going to take him out, Steve. They don't ask things like that, please, in public. No, they're not, but they're not going to serve him either. They're not going to serve him. Um, that'll be interesting to see. I don't believe it'll ever get that far, especially after the U.S. Marshals show up. No, you're too young to remember Nixon. No, they were going to be cool. Now, when he's removed, it'll be very classy. Very classy. More class than I think he and his group deserve. But something I don't, all of this is so new. It's like how things are going to be handled will set a precedent. So if it ever happens again, this is what we're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. I know they have. If he keeps ignoring these orders by these federal judges, he's going to get a visit by the U.S. Marshals. And when they show up, they don't give a damn who's in office. They follow rule of law. Ooh, you think those bad boys are something on television? Wait till you see them in person. And they're all huge. I don't think they have a short one in the group. And they got that mean. Walk on by. What's going on down there? Don't know. We going here. That's who they are. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They're not to be played with at all. Not really. Nixon got away with a lot, but then again, he got out. He was taken out. He was escorted out. Oh yeah. And what they did in Nixon's time, it was like a domino effect because when Nixon fell, so did the rest of them. Some of them even got acting careers, though. Hey, Kat, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Thank you, Steve. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, guys and gals and non-binaries. Everybody. Oh, that's something else to set me off. Um. Uh. Renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America is irrelevant to me. English as a first language is the only language I know irrelevant for me. But when they said, as far as genders, there's only a with male and female, like God made them. And what about those who are intersex? They probably can't even spell the word. This is where your trans folk come from. This is where your non-binaries come from. And some people think it's a trend. No, how about scientific fact? Scientific fact. Mm-hmm. I have an acquaintance. I have both. I have one who's a trans man and one's a trans woman. And when you get the soul, I don't care what nobody. There is a definite balance of male and female there. I'll say that. The balance is there. What cracks me up is when one of them, my trans female friend will be, she'll start talking and then she'll flip into male mode all of a sudden. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't have to laugh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Forgot about that. And the trans man, I'm so used to talking to as female. It's like, girl, I know you just didn't pat my ass. Excuse me, sir. No, that hug was a little extra too tight. Too since when? But yeah, you have to deal with the reality of what it is. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, likes, likes. Thank you. It's what you think it is. Sometimes, yeah, because there's always a time. Here's something new that you never knew even existed before. Okay, we need not be distracted. Yeah, I still say keep your prayers up, your chanting up, your meditation up daily. Stay grounded. Do your breath exercises. I need to introduce more breathing exercises because we can do those on the job or wherever we are, driving, riding, and nobody will be the wiser, but we'll be calming ourselves down. You're right, Allison knows. We need not to be distracted. I want to know when will the Dems move into opposition? Me too. Will Jasmine have her? Oh, she was amazingly quiet last night. Will Jasmine have political help? Huh. That's a good question because right now she's lone wolf. Well, when will the Dems? Let me go back and look at that again. When will the Dems move into opposition governing? If that means opposition governing means just pushing back against the Republicans. See, this is what they're doing now. This is what they're doing now. Thank you. Hello, welcome, Allison. But they're doing it in such a way for their benefit, not for ours. It's for their benefit. Okay, it's going to get them over. In the meantime, some of us are going to get hurt. Uh, well, let's ask that. Will Jasmine Crockett have the political help? Calling in the guardian angel if possible of Jasmine Crockett. If it's approved, it's okay. Does Jasmine have the political support and protection that she needs to battle against the Republicans? Yeah, I was afraid. No, I was afraid of that. No. So keep her in prayer. I got to write her name down too. Well, I won't for nothing. I'll forget Jasmine Crockett. No. Keep her in your prayers. Everything starts in spirit world, then it comes over. It starts in the formless, then it takes form. So that she's protected and supported. Just pray for her support and protection in this world, and she'll be good. That's how we do that. Oh, polite politics. These fools act like they're out of on a bar somewhere. Yeah, yeah. Push the pushback. Yeah, yeah. It's time to push. Mm-hmm. Veracity says Jasmine was no. She went. Oh, she wasn't. Oh, she did. She had a few choice words. Yeah, yeah. It's and when I hear pushback is more than just news bites. Okay, get some things done. Get some things done. It's time to rally around. These town hall things are showing the world that it to me looks like the majority of people are not in line with what's going on in Washington D.C. They're not. Okay. Any other questions, my dears? Going once, going twice. Prayers up for Jasmine Crockett. Yes, prayers chanting, candle burning, whatever you do. Yes. Along with yourselves too, because we have to shield ourselves from the insanity. Stay in our bubble. Okay? Stay in our bubble. Anybody else? Okay, folks, I'm going to close off early this afternoon. Yeah, because luckily I don't have far to go. I mean, it's a neighborhood birthday party. So I'll be good to go. All right. Until I will. You too. You all be well. Sharon, you'll turn a seat. I don't. Will Turner. Will Turner. Will. Now, see, that's a question that I'm going to have to look into. No, 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 no. Enjoy. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Let's do this real quick with the pendulum. Will Turner be replaced by a Republican? Will Turner be replaced by a Republican? Will Turner be replaced? No, that's a no. Send your prayers up. Do your magic. Do whatever you need to do because the other side is. Okay? All right, my darlings. Much love to you. Let me go pop this wine bottle.